Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day thus far. As you can see by the title today, we are going to be doing a wild card, pick a card. These are very randomized messages, so whatever you get is what you get. Please only pick one pile today, you guys. Before we jump into the piles, this is your reminder that tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice. Take what resonates, leave what does not resonate behind. There is nuance to every conversation. I am bound to time, just as you are. With that being said, we have group number 1 with our hammer, group number 2 with the bull, and group number 3 with the castle. If you guys do need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you are indeed free to do that right now. And once you pick your pile, you can check out the description box where I have left you your timestamps. I was like, what did I leave in the description box? Timestamps for when your reading will start. And with that, I will see you in your reading. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with our zodiac dice. We have Cancer, just Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Aquarius and we have Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. One more. All right, Scorpio and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. If your zodiac sign did not pop up, that is completely okay. The dice are extra. It's dessert. It's something that we like to do for fun. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our wild card message. We're going to start off with a yes or a no. So for those of you who have a yes or no question, let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Oh, that is so interesting. They're waiting to hear from you. They are waiting to hear from you. Okay. Can we get a yes or a no for group 1? This will be the last one. The time has come for you to pick a side, or the time has come for you to make a decision, okay? So we didn't get a yes or no, but those are the messages that we have so far. So make a decision. The time has come for you to make a decision. And there is potentially somebody who is waiting to hear back from you. Can we... All right, we have the fire element of desire. We also have Capricorn. So with these two showing up together, that does indicate that there is potentially an increase in your passion in your workplace, okay? The reason I'm saying that is Capricorn is connected to work. It's connected to being really resilient, having goals, trying to reach those goals. Obviously, the fire element of desire is passion, excitement, expansion. We also have Mars energy here, which is referencing force, momentum forward, things like that. And then we have the moon here with soul. So our heart is invested in what it is that we are pursuing. I do feel like this has a lot to do with work. Again, just because we have Capricorn here, this would be something that you're passionate about though. This would be something that has a tight hold on you on an emotional level. Okay, so jumping into the tarot, can we please get a message for group 1? A wild card message for group 1. Okay. So we have the 10 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the 8 of Wands. Okay, Queen of Swords. 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is referencing a disappointment. The 10 of Wands is referencing something that feels really heavy. The 3 of Swords is heartbreak, sadness. 8 of Wands is representing something that happened really quickly, and the Queen of Swords is referencing independence and doing things alone. So I want to rewind you guys, right? Going back to it is time for us to pick a side. I do feel like for those of you who were attracted to group number 1, there's a really difficult decision or a really difficult choice that is on your plate, okay? And I do feel like, again, for the vast majority of you, this has to do with work. Obviously, it could be something to do with something or someone that you are passionate about. This could be a Capricorn in your life. This could be an Aries or a Scorpio in your life, potentially a Cancer. But it feels like we are kind of between a rock and a hard place, right? We want to perhaps have a clear mind and make a decision, but it feels difficult to do so. I do feel, again, that you guys need to prioritize movement and making that choice. That's essentially all I'm getting. There's disappointment, there's sadness here, there's heaviness on our chest. We feel weighed down by the decisions that we have to make. And I ultimately think these decisions are leading us to a place where we perhaps feel a little bit more lonely, or where we feel like we have to be the bad guy, or we have to make a difficult call, okay? So, can I please get a message for group number 1? Can I please get a message for group 1? What is it they need to hear? A wild card message for group number 1. So we have inspiration showing up, harmony showing up, new beginnings, and study. So again, group 1, I'm kind of reading this as you guys have a difficult decision. This difficult decision is going to cause us or push us into an era of life where we are experiencing this new beginning. And perhaps it's not a new beginning that we necessarily wanted or asked for, but it's something that we're experiencing regardless. I do feel like this is going to bring new inspiration, new opportunities for you to learn, new opportunities for you to take on new skill sets. I really want to understand, you guys, like what this has to do with, again, because there are emotional cards showing up here, but there's also professional cards showing up here. So I don't know, like, is this your partner? Is this somebody that you've been dating or interested in? Or is this your job that you love and that you've been at for many years and you feel perhaps a disconnect or undervalued? I'm not sure. All I'm sure of is that you need to get really clear on how you want to proceed forward, or how you need to proceed forward in order to be in the energy of like, I'm growing, I'm happy, I'm experiencing this harmony, I'm experiencing an elevated sense of satisfaction in my life. It just feels like what we're currently facing is really difficult and sad and potentially really disappointing. So I think we got to figure out what to do with that. Can I please get a message for group 1? A wild card message for group 1. Oh, whoa. Yeah, we have heartbreak here. So heartbreak is a part of the human experience. It will pass. We also have the right path. And that's right. These two cards, I think, perfectly sum up what I'm getting from the rest of the cards, right? It feels like we're experiencing something that's hard and sad and difficult to experience, but it's putting us on the right path, or in letting go of this, or in facing this, we are walking the correct path. And it may feel difficult. It may feel, again, really sad, but you're doing the right thing. So love is a beautiful journey and you are on the right path. All right. Can we please get some shadow work cards for group number 1? We have narrow-minded. You have a limited outlook on perspective and thoughts. What makes you think your thoughts are solid gold? So narrow-minded, it doesn't mean that you guys are literally narrow-minded, but perhaps you guys are looking at your current circumstances with a limited perspective, right? And perhaps there is something really valuable to take out of the situation that you are currently finding yourself in, but that's going to require you to open up your perspective. That's going to require you to look at the situation that you're in from a different lens. So with this card, I want to suggest that you guys open up a little bit, or try to shift your perspective with your current circumstances. Now, we also have compulsive behavior. So identify your internal feelings. What are you looking to control or feel for the moment? So some of you guys may be seeking out control. I think seeking out control in difficult situations makes a lot of sense. I don't think that is terribly unreasonable. The compulsive behavior, essentially, What I take from that is make sure that you are not making decisions based on emotion, but that you are really thinking through and walking through the decisions that you are making or the thoughts that you're having on what it is you should do to confront, again, the situation that you are finding yourself in. Okay. And I guess like the general vibe I'm getting, you guys, it feels like a relationship perhaps where you love this person, and this could be romantic or platonic, but you love this person, and maybe they did something to make you feel like you can't trust them, or maybe they did something to make you feel negatively about yourself or about your guys' connection. And in your heart of hearts, you believe that you have to move on, or in your heart of hearts, you know that you're never going to be able to fully heal from what has been done. It is the right thing to walk away in that circumstance. Or perhaps you're at work, right? And you feel like you've been, right, putting in a lot of energy, putting in a lot of effort, and you're not being appreciated or you're not being valued, and you have tried to speak up for yourself, and your cries or your thoughts and conversations are not being received well. So in that circumstance, right, it may be time for you to seek new employment. Regardless of what's going on, guys, it does feel like there is opportunity for you to experience this new beginning and to put yourself on the right path. But it's important that you're not holding on to a person or a situation that is no longer aligned with who you are or no longer aligned with the life that you want to live. Okay. Oh. So we have called. This is soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. We also have whale and orca elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, dive deep or diving deep. To me, this is talking all about having like really deep, intentional conversations. And for those of you where you're lacking clarity on what you should do, right? Should I leave this person? Should I end this friendship? Should I go get a different job or find new employment? I think making sure that you have done everything that you could do perhaps can bring you some peace of mind when it comes time to leave, or if it comes time to leave. Making sure that you're having the difficult conversations, making sure that you are expressing your concerns, your feelings, and everything that you need to express in order to move forward before leaving or before walking away. I also want to state, not all of you need to do this. There are some of you who are here who know that you just need to walk away, or you know that it's time for you to make a decision and you know what you want to do. So not all of you need to sit down and have this like deep, meaningful conversation. Some of you have already have a clear vision of what you want to do or what you need to do. We have Star Brothers. This is Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And again, for a lot of you, I almost feel like your trust has been broken or your feeling of safety or appreciation has been infringed upon. So if that's the case, it is reasonable for you to say, hey, like I can no longer participate in this journey, or I can no longer participate in this place of work or in this relationship, right? Okay. Can we please get a message for group number 1? We have midnight, the most magical hour of all. Skull of light, illumination. This is receiving clarity. And then the skull of flowers, creating through the ashes. And again, I think this card perfectly wraps up this entire reading. I do believe that you guys are creating through the ashes, or you are taking a negative situation or something that you're sad about and you're making the best of it, or you're making the most of it, right? And you're trying to utilize the tools that you have, or you're trying to utilize the skills that you have to move you on to your next chapter. I do also feel like a lot of you who are waiting to feel secure or settled in your decision, I do think that that clarity is going to be arriving. The skull of light tells us that you are receiving clarity. You will gain that clarity that you are seeking. And I do think a lot of you are going to choose to start again. A lot of you are going to choose a different path, or a lot of you are going to choose to say goodbye. And in doing that, again, you are creating something beautiful through the ashes. So I am going to go ahead and pull one more card for you guys and I'll let you go. Can I please get one more wild card message? Inner growth. I think that's really beautiful to wrap us up, that you guys are experiencing this inner growth. And perhaps there was a point in your life where the current circumstances that you're facing would have destroyed you or would have left you feeling hopeless and desolate. But you are in this phase of recognizing like, no, like this is just no longer good for me. This is just no longer something that is going to be productive for my overall life or my overall journey. It's time for me to move on. And I think that that is, again, stemming from the fact that you guys have grown so much on your own personal path, on your own personal journey. We have the hammer here, which is forge. So I think that you guys are choosing to go down a path that is more difficult. And when I say more difficult, I just mean you're choosing to do something that's uncomfortable. You're choosing, again, to like end that relationship or cut off that friend. You're choosing to seek new employment. You're choosing to do something that is of your own free will, of your own choice. And it's not necessarily the easiest choice, but it is what is best for you. It is what is most aligned with you and what you are overall wanting or seeking for your life. So that is everything I have for you guys, group number 1. I hope this message made sense. I do feel like this was for very specific people. So I hope that made sense and I hope it was helpful. Thank you, group 1. I love you guys so much. Please do enjoy the rest of your day. And that is all I got. So bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with our zodiac dice. We have Cancer and Taurus. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome. Oh, we have Leo and Aquarius. Hello, Leo. Hello, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising. Cancer and Libra. Hello, hello. Let's do one more, guys. Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. I love you. Love you. Love you lots. Okay. If you guys are new here, the dice are extra. It's dessert. So if your sign didn't pop up, that's completely okay. The main message is within the cards. We are going to start you guys off group 2 with a shadow work card. So what is it that group number 2 needs to work on regarding their shadow work? Ooh, okay. So number 1, we have egocentric. This is not everyone shares the same perspective as you. Listen to others. You may learn something new. I think this is so important, not necessarily coming from like oh, you're egocentric, but I do think it's always important to keep in mind that everybody is living through the lens of their own perspective. Everybody is living in a manner that is in alignment with their perspective. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Perhaps again, not because you're an egocentric person, but because it will bring you more peace when you start to look at the world, right? I know for me personally, whenever I receive like annoying comments or silly comments, I just, in my mind, I go, first of all, this person doesn't know me. I don't know this person. This is a faceless individual. And right, like our perspectives are very clearly not the same, and that's okay. There is nothing wrong with somebody sharing a different perspective from you or someone having a difference of opinion, and you can value that opinion. You can choose to not value that opinion. But I do think when you listen to others or when you hear others out, you are able to acquire more information. You are able to expand your own perspective and your own lens on the world, which is obviously so valuable. So there we are with that. We also have codependency. This is a relationship addiction. You are relying too heavily on the other person for your sense of self-worth. Give yourself more self-love. And then we have resisting change. Ask yourself why you are not wanting to change. Look at the positive side to the changes. So codependency doesn't just have to be with another person, group number 2. This could also be connected to right, like codependency on substances or beverages, codependency on shopping or your phone, or right, there's a million things you could be codependent on. For me personally, I am in an unhealthy relationship with my dog. I can barely go to the grocery store without like having some type of separation anxiety from leaving him, which is obviously not healthy, obviously not good. So, right, the way that I work through that is intentionally putting myself in a position where I'm like, I have to leave him for this amount of time outside of when I'm just like at work, right? Or I have to allow him to be a little bit more independent, or to do this on his own, or to do that on his own. So are there areas in your life, group number 2, where you are being a little too codependent on a friend, a romantic partner, on shopping, on your phone, on your pets, right? And then resisting change, right? Ask yourself why you're not wanting to change. Look for the positive side of change. Is there anything that you're holding on to, or is there anything in your life where change could be a benefit and perhaps you are not in a position where you want to change or where you're ready for that? Ask yourself, why am I being resistant to this thing that very clearly needs to change, or something where I would benefit from change occurring? This could have to do with your job, again, relationships, your perspective, right? Your living environment. Can we please get a message for group number 2 on what they need to know? A wild card message. You guys won, group 2. You have the star and the sun. So ultimately, I feel like things can only improve from here. Like no matter what comes out after this, the star and the sun are so overwhelmingly positive that I feel like only good things can occur. Now, I do find it interesting, right? I feel like starting off the reading with the shadow work deck can be really abrasive. So there are many people who picked pile 2 and then clicked out as soon as I started reading the shadow work cards, which I think is interesting that then directly after that, these 2 beautiful cards came out of the star and the sun, representing blessings, representing success and radiance and light and all these positive things, right? So with that, what I'm taking from this is essentially like, in welcoming in change, in perhaps giving yourself more self-love or expanding your perspective, you are being blessed with things that you have been trying to manifest or things that you've been praying for. You are experiencing more success, more happiness, more radiance. We have the 2 of Swords. This is a need to make a decision. So being faced with 2 different options and needing to make a choice on which way to go. We have the Ace of Cups, which is a really strong emotional reaction. We have the Emperor, which is leadership. This is talking about our work ethic. This is talking about taking on more responsibilities. This is talking about money, receiving more abundance. We have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is an interesting card because this is talking about a need to become more inquisitive or to ask more questions. I think in doing this, perhaps you are acquiring information that will then be beneficial to you later on. And we have Temperance, so receiving more balance. Receiving more balance, or need to seek out more balance. Okay. Can I have a message for group 2? We have Strength. So strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I empower. We also have Destiny here. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. And then again, we have the Star, which is talking about a blessing. It's talking about receiving something that you are very deserving of, which could be tied to this Destiny card. And we have Harvest, which makes me so excited for you guys, group 2. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring to me harvest. I'm ready to receive my all. For those of you who picked this pile, what you've been working on is about to be abundant, or what you've been working on is about to become very fruitful for you. I also feel like for some of you, there's this sense of being tired, or there's this sense of like, oh, like I've been working so hard. I've been putting in so much energy, effort, time into my house, into my work, into my relationship, into my hobbies, like into my health, my fitness, right? am I even getting any better? I'm not seeing any progress. I'm not seeing the results. I do feel like for those of you particularly who have been feeling like you are at a standstill, you are going to start seeing your harvest, or you're going to start receiving your harvest. We also have energy here. So this is telling me that the momentum again is picking up for you. A light inside my fire divine, energy fill me and make me shine. I think that this may also be a reason, you guys, why having a shift in perspective could be really beneficial, because for a lot of you, you could be taking steps forward, but because they're not like leaps and bounds, it may be difficult for you to perceive or appreciate the steps forward that you are taking. So again, please do remember to adjust your perspective or to expand your perspective and try to look at your circumstances or look at your situation with a more expanded view, okay? Can we please? We have divine guidance, whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. Can we please get a message for group number 2? A wild card message for group 2. What do they need to know? What is important for group 2 to hear? Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Some of you guys have been considering taking on or reintroducing higher learning into your life, and there may be a little bit of fear around that. If you've been playing with that idea in your mind and you have a vision of what you want to do or what you could do, I want you to feel free to pursue that. I want you to feel free to take this as your sign to sign up, to sign the contracts, to call up the university, to apply, whatever it is. I want you to see this as your sign to do that. The reason I do feel confident saying this is the fact that we have Earth School, right? Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning is literally here. So if that's been something that you've been playing with in your mind, I do want you to go ahead and pursue that. Some of you guys could be receiving, again, your harvest from the higher learning that you've already done. So graduating, perhaps finally receiving the job that you've been seeking through your higher learning. We have seeing potential and bringing unconsciousness to light. So seeing potential, again, this is going back to our original shadow work card of being able to expand your perspective. Being able to see potential in something is having an expanded perspective. We have the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life and Expression. So we are birthing something new, which again, I'm assuming this is your harvest. We have Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. You've done this before. Some of you guys may have a lot of self-doubt regarding what it is you're trying to pursue or what it is that you are doing in your life right now. And I want you guys to hear the message of you are prepared for this. You can take on what is in front of you. You have done this before. It may feel new, it may feel scary, but you are capable of doing this. You have everything that you need. And if you don't have everything you need, you will acquire what is necessary to move forward. And I love that this is the last one. Okay, lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Anything unaligned must go. So if it's not aligning with you, if it feels like you are struggling or that you're putting out maximum effort in a friendship, in a relationship, at work, you're putting in so much energy and it doesn't feel aligned, or it's not feeling more comfortable or becoming more harmonious, then it is time to let go. This is not saying that you have to leave your relationship. This is not saying you have to leave or end that friendship or leave that place of work, but it is saying what is not aligned, it is now time to clear that out. It is now time to make room for this new doorway, this new opportunity, this new life that you are entering into. This could even, guys, be something as simple as like cleaning out your closet, getting rid of your old things, or cleaning out your kitchen, cleaning out your refrigerator, like cleaning out your freaking car, right? This could be very simple. This doesn't necessarily have to be like we're ending a relationship or we're leaving our job. It could be, okay, I'm done like not being active in my life anymore. Like I want to play an active role in my life. I want to play an active role in the activities that I'm doing and in the music that I'm listening to and the books that I'm reading. Like I want to be more present in my day-to-day. I want to be more present in my body. Can I have, okay, so we have the tree, which is the root. We have the wolf, which is instincts, the ram, which is leadership. So this is the second time leadership has shown up for you. And we have the bull, which is resistance. So again, anything unaligned or anything that is giving you resistance in your life, it is time to remove it. The tree is talking about settling down, being really firm on the decisions that you're making, being really firm on what it is that you're doing in your life. And having the confidence to move forward, right? Leadership is having the confidence to pursue what it is you're wanting to pursue. Leadership is taking initiative. It's again, playing an active role in your life, not allowing life to happen to you, but making life happen for you. So with that, I think we'll end this on a love message. Can I get some final messages for group? So we have apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. So this could be talking about you guys needing to go and apologize to somebody or somebody coming to you with a sincere apology. And then we have twin flame. Trust the trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. It will guide you towards them. So I have stated very many times how I feel about this word. I do want you guys to have trust in your gut, have trust in your intuition and the magnetic pull that you are feeling. Now, this doesn't have to just do with romance, you guys. This has to do with life in general. Where are you feeling called to journey to? Trust that you are being called to move in a certain direction or make certain decisions for a reason, okay? So, group number 2, that is all I have for you guys today, group 2. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I do hope this was helpful. I'm sending you guys so much love. I'm excited for you guys because again, you guys have that blessing coming in. You guys have the success coming in. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're going to start off as always with our little baby zodiac dice. We've got Taurus and Capricorn. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio and Aries. Mars. Ooh, I love it. Virgo and Scorpio. Let's do one more roll. Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising. If your sign did not pop up, that's completely okay, you guys. The dice are extra. It's dessert. Let's pop off with a yes or a no to start us off. This is definitely backwards. Okay, can we get a yes or no for group number 3? A yes or a no for group 3. Yes. Ask for some help. You don't have to do it alone. So if you guys have a yes or no question that you've been pondering on, going back and forth on, the answer is yes, but get help. Or you don't need to like take everything on by yourself. Don't be afraid or don't be shy to be like, hey, bestie, I need some help. Mom, dad, I need help. Cousins, aunties, coworkers, I need some help. Okay. Partner, right? Husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, like help me out. Can we please get a wild card message for group? No. Okay, number 3. Here we are. So we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is representing a need to create more balance in your life, having a lot on your plate and potentially needing to find or acquire a bit of adjustment. We have the Moon, which is talking about secrets being revealed. We also have the 3 of Cups, which is a celebration of sorts, going out, having fun. The Knight of Swords, being really calculated about how you are proceeding forward. The 3 of Pentacles is working well with other people. And then the Page of Wands is a new chapter starting or new door opening, a new opportunity that you are excited about. So there's nothing that feels of substance to me within the cards other than you receiving clarity and a new door opening for you, okay? All right. Five of Swords is talking about knowing when to walk away, knowing when enough is enough. And the Two of Wands, this is planning for the future. Okay. Can we please get a message for group number 3? We've got passion here. So this is keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. So for those of you in a relationship, perhaps it's time for you to go on a cute little date or plan a little weekend getaway with you and your partner. For those of you who are single, I think it's also important for you to keep the passion alive. I always like to encourage people to romanticize their life, right? To drink water out of a wine glass, to put on like fairy music in the background while you're cleaning up or while you're taking a shower, light the candles. You know, add whimsy to your life. Life is too short to just, you know, want things to be dull or not try to make things a little bit exciting or romantic, beautiful, right? So individuality is here as well. This is be wary of possessive partners, maintain your individuality. I want to say this also goes for your work life, right? Like needing to find work-life balance and not allowing your work to overtake your entire life or to run your whole life. I do think it's important to maintain individuality and maintain the ability to say, hey, like enough is enough. I need to also spend time with my friends, with my family. Like I need boundaries. This is boundaries. Individuality is setting healthy boundaries with people, with work, with relationships in order to maintain individuality. We also have divine timing here, and this says trust in divine timing. Love arrives when it's meant to. Love arrives when it's meant to. For some of you, there is this feeling of like, when is it going to be my turn? When is it going to be my turn to fall in love? When is it going to be my turn to reach that tier of success? When is it going to be my turn for my hard work to be noticed? And what I want to say with that, you guys, is divine timing is always at play. Divine timing is always something to consider, just because, right, you can receive everything that you've ever wished for, everything that you've ever wanted, and things could fall apart because it's not the right time, right? You can fall madly in love with a beautiful, amazing individual, but if it's not the right time, then you and that person aren't going to be able to stay together, right? You can receive all the abundance that you've ever wanted, that you've ever dreamed of having. But if you're not financially literate, or if you're in a position to not be responsible with that abundance, you could squander it very quickly, right? Same thing with job opportunities. Like maybe there are still skills that you need to refine or need to perfect prior to being able to be in a position where you can then get that dream job or enter into that position, right? And take on those responsibilities. So keep that in mind. It's not that you are unworthy or undeserving of the things that you want or desire, but it's the timing is very important. The timing is important. So keep that in mind. Okay. Can we please get, we have the Thief here. This is seizing the moment and selfishness. So I love this card because I think that this is something that's important to talk about. There's a big difference between seizing the moment and being selfish. And I think that everybody should always seize the opportunities, seize the moments that are in front of you, to take opportunity when it comes knocking. Going back to that Page of Wands, you guys do have an opportunity that you can expect to be entering into your life. And I want you guys to take advantage of that opportunity. I want you guys to say yes. Don't be fearful of the opportunity that is on its way to you. And don't look at it as selfish, right? If you have to walk away from something or someone, a job, another opportunity that you're involved with in order to get something that you really want, there shouldn't be a feeling of like, oh, I'm a selfish person for leaving my job for a better job, or I'm a selfish person because I ended my relationship and then I met the love of my life. Like that doesn't make you selfish. That just means that you are taking the opportunities that are presenting themselves, and everyone should do that. We have fate. This is accepting help and guidance. So I don't know why this is such a prevalent message for you guys, but if you were attracted to this pile, I think it's really important that you are aware that you don't have to do everything by yourself. You don't have to completely just depend on you. You have people around you that love you, that want to help, that would be willing to help if you asked for it. So don't feel like you have to do everything on your own. Even if this is just like you relying more so on your spiritual team or your spirit guides and like praying for things or asking for things, asking for support, asking for help. I do think it's important to reach out for help when you need it. I do think it's important to lean on those who love you when you need it, and you shouldn't be fearful of doing that. Okay. Can I please get a message for group 3? Okay, so that was Gemini. We have the 3rd house of messages. Let me see. Okay, you guys, unfortunately, I would have to pause the video in order to pick up the card, and it was 100% Gemini. So the fact that the 3rd house is here and Gemini popped out and flew on the ground, there is some communication that is taking place or communication that needs to take place. I don't know if you guys have been avoiding a difficult conversation or a serious conversation, but if that is the case, I would like to encourage you to have those difficult conversations or to confront, be very direct with things that perhaps have been on your mind or been on your heart to talk about or to express. The 3rd house is also talking about learning. It's talking about our siblings. It's talking about social media. So again, I'm not sure if there is a message that you need to get out or if there's a conversation you need to have, but I want to encourage you guys to do that. With Pisces being here, this is representing spirituality. This is also a very romantic energy of embracing, again, a little bit more whimsy in your life. I do see Pisces as a need to pay more attention to your dreams, your intuition, potentially a need to pay more attention to, right, like what your gut is telling you. So that is all things to keep in mind. Can we please get, we have Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. We also have Messenger. So this is bringing harmony and balance. Interesting. Bringing harmony and balance. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Some of you guys may be feeling a little out of place or a little bit like an oddball or the odd one out. And I want you guys to know that that is okay. It's okay to be a little different. It's okay to be a little odd or unique. I think with Earth, this is an encouragement to ground yourself, to feel more grounded, to embrace a more grounded energy. Can we please get a little bit more? Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. We also have deep cellular healing. This is physical and emotional healing taking place for you. And then we have the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So sometimes, right, with this cracked open and rock bottom, this is referencing like reaching a point of like, it can't get any worse and taking advantage of that. Taking advantage of hitting rock bottom and choosing to move in a different direction or choosing to make the best of the circumstances that you find yourself in. I do really believe, again, a lot of you may be in this cycle of feeling like, oh, again, when is it going to be my turn? And there are a lot of messages that are showing up today that's speaking about healing. It's also speaking about grounding yourself and, right, making your life a moving prayer, believing that things are going to work out. I do think that sometimes, like, the message simply is like, have hope for your future. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your journey. Again, things are working out for you. They may just be working out for you a bit slower than you anticipated or desired. Okay. Can I please get a message for group number 3? We have dream sweet and sleep deep. Dream, sleep that is deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. I oftentimes read that as like living a very peaceful life and enjoying your peace, appreciating your peace. We have knowledge here as well. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of the ancestors flow. We have abundance here. This is goddess, goddess of abundance divine. Let me thrive. Let fortune be mine. And then justice, which is ultimately just representing more balance. So I think the wild card message that you guys need to hear, group number 3, is there are blessings coming into your life. Again, those blessings may be happening a little bit slower than you want or anticipated. And in the meantime, I think the focus needs to be on the peace that you have in your life, the harmony that you have in your life, really focusing on grounding yourself and, again, romanticizing the small everyday things. Not every day can be the best day of your life, but every day we can wake up with the sense of, I'm going to make this the best day that I possibly can make it, right? I'm going to romanticize my life as much as I possibly can. I'm going to romanticize going to work. I'm going to romanticize sitting in traffic and making dinner and like going on my daily walk or doing my daily meditation. So I do think that that is important to keep in mind while you are waiting for your blessings to come forward. I do also think there are conversations that need to be had that you have been avoiding. I don't know if this is like you need to send a text message to somebody that you've been meaning to text, you need to call someone that you've been meaning to call, or you need to forgive someone that you have been perhaps thinking or pondering on forgiving. So that... Hold on, we'll do one more. We'll do one more and then we'll wrap it up. One more for group. Yeah, we are entering into a phase of alignment. I think you guys just have to wait a little bit longer. I do think there's just a little bit longer of a waiting period before you get here, but you are entering into this phase, or you're entering into more alignment. You're entering into, right, your castle, everything that you've wanted, everything that you've dreamed for or hoped for. You are getting that. So be patient. With the angel wings, I always see the angel wings as like somebody is rooting for you. There's somebody spiritually who's on your side, who's looking out for you, who's rooting for you, who wants the best for you, who's orchestrating things for you. So that is everything that I have for you guys. Group number 3. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I do hope that it was helpful, guys. I'm sending you so much love. Please do enjoy the rest of your day. And that is all I've got. So, bye.